Ladies and gentlemen, Six Fig Stock Trader here from YouTube, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a close look at internet computer price action, and we'll also go into some heavier detail on what happened at launch. So let's get into this. So welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you guys are interested in Dfinity or internet computer content, hit me up on Twitter at Real6Fig. This is where I'm dropping links to all the latest and greatest upcoming videos that I am about to drop. So getting on to internet computer. Now this thing is looking super bullish. We have the daily chart pulled up, but we can see that there is a trend line that needs to get broken. And really, this is almost more of a gigantic falling wedge more than anything, which I highly suspect could produce some significant bullish momentum to the upside. Generally, when we start to see these types of patterns play out on larger time frames, we will see larger price movements. Now, you're probably looking at this big price shed here, and TradingView has some inaccurate data. For example, prices on the day of the launch only hit around $700 to $750. With that said, when you look at the events of May 11th, this will all make sense to you guys. So May 11th was when Internet Computer Token launched. And what do we know about May 11th? Well, folks, I'm going to go ahead and bring up the good old Bitcoin chart, and we can see exactly what was happening on May 11th for Bitcoin. So we need to bring this down to the daily chart. There we go. So what ended up happening was Internet Computer announced a launch date of May 11th. And what exactly happened on May 11th, or just after they launched? Bitcoin had just made new all-time highs, and it was on a clear corrective wave at the time. So it was just unfortunate timing at the launch. And then we went on to see Bitcoin end up pulling back 55%. So when we look at ICP's price action, it was a very unfortunate entry or launch for the token. Now, from what I've done, especially when it comes to research on what exactly happened, was May 4th, Coinbase announced that they were going to be listing ICP at open, and so did Binance. Now, we've all heard of the Coinbase effect, right? Now, just imagine you've got Coinbase, you've got Binance telling everybody and hyping everybody up a week before that we are listing this token on this date. You guys better be there to buy it. Now, we've heard of that Coinbase effect and how it squeezes prices to ridiculous levels. So this price got squeezed. There's no question about it. And people bought into the euphoria and the hype. We all know what happens there. Prices reach unsustainable levels and they come crashing down. Now, it didn't help that this happened right on the ledge of a market crash. So that is kind of what happened. And to boot, on May 6th, FTX started announcing that, hey, we are going to start allowing users to trade futures on Internet Computer. So what did this do, folks? Well, market starts tanking a few days prior to. The expert traders knew that, hey, this is possibly going to be an easy short, so they went ahead and stripped the market. So when we start to look at this amazing downfall of the token, you have to really consider those outside factors that were playing into the market. Now, this has led Internet Computer into this amazingly huge multi-year falling wedge. And this is, like I said, an amazing pattern to really see. And I do think that there could be an argument that is being made or could be made that this could be one gigantic inverse head and shoulders. And I do think that there is a possibility for something like this on top of a Wyckoff pattern. And we'll discuss Wyckoff on Internet Computer once we see which way this price tag goes. So let's just look at Internet Computer at a super high level on the daily chart. Now, we are using Ichimoku Cloud Trading. This is one of my favorite things to use when analyzing price action. Right now, we can see clear Elliott wave theory to the upside, and Elliott wave theory impulses are present in the market no matter which way you look. We see them to the upside, and we also see them to the downside in ABC or ABCDE fashion. Now, the one thing about Internet Computer right now is it's trying to squeeze through a thicker portion of the cloud. Now, this is good and bad. If we make it through the thicker portion of the cloud, it shows that there is really a strong backing behind the price. If we get up in this cloud and then we fall back down, that's usually not a good sign, but it's not unexpected at the same time. We're just going to wait for price to target a thinner portion of the Ichimoku cloud. So we can kind of see how there was some rejections on these thicker parts of the Ichimoku cloud. And you can see that this thing likes to trade through thinner parts. Here was a pass through. So what we need to really look for, if price action breaks out of this falling wedge, we need price action to stay above $19.71 over the course into mid-April. And this will allow Internet Computer to set up for some sort of bullish pattern to maybe come back up and retest this 200 moving average around the $30-ish mark, maybe the high 29s. So this is where I do think that we could be seeing Internet Computer really thrive. It wouldn't surprise me to see it come back down and bounce off this 50 to boot. So there is somewhat of an inverse head and shoulders within this inverse head and shoulders. So really, I do think that if ICP starts tumbling or stumbling a little bit, look for this $18.70-ish level. And if we can get really above this $22.50 level, we may have, in fact, broken free and clear of this gigantic falling wedge, which would signal a huge bullish opportunity to the upside. So don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you like this. I really do appreciate it more than you guys know. If you'd like to share this within the ICP Dfinity Dfinity community, please do so. With that said, folks, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day wherever you're at in the world, and we'll see you guys all on the next video.